Last time I saw him was at Rosa Mexicana for guacamole and tequila, and I was with my cousin Kay, and when Al came up to the table, "Hello, sweetheart, how are you? Oh, good to see you," rubbing his face. Kay went crazy. "Oh my God, I can't believe you know it all. Oh my God, I gotta call my mother. I can't believe I'm meeting Ed all." I was like, "Kay, you're not meeting Ed all. You're meeting Al Freeman Jr. What's wrong with you?" "You know what I mean? Oh my God, he wasn't down in the Dell. Did you ever see down in the Dell?" "Yeah, I saw down in the Dell. But he was in Malcolm X and Spike Lee and Malcolm X." I never seen her like this. She went berserk. I mean, she just went crazy. And he was absolutely phenomenal. He was very, "What's your cousin's name again?" "Okay, sweetheart." He was Al. So that was absolutely phenomenal and fantastic and wonderful, and I'll never forget that, and she will never forget that as long as she lives. What a phenomenally lovely brother, wrapped in that gruff, growly exterior. That's what made him so special and so wonderful and just a joy to be around. So rest well, my brother. Rest well. You were loved and you will be missed. Peace and blessings.
Al Freeman was definitely one of the major reasons that I changed my major to theater arts at Howard. And to this day, my father still brags that my son graduated from the school where the man that played Elijah Muhammad was a professor. Al is a part of some of my funniest and fondest memories at Howard, including the way that he would always say hello to you. "Hello, Al." "Hello." The elongated Al Freeman O. Al, rest in power. You will always be an inspiration and a trailblazer.
One of my favorite Al moments was when I came to visit one of his classes while I was performing at Woolly Mammoth, and just talking to the young people there and offering my story up for them to use as a point of reference as they take their own journeys. And I had mentioned that I had to leave because I had to figure out a way to tape an audition that I wanted to send back to New York, and he offered to tape it for me. And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome," because I didn't have the equipment, I didn't have anything. And he had everything. And so I show up to his office, which at the time was in the basement. It was a hot mess. The office was a mess. But he had moved the stuff aside and set up lights, like real lighting. And he took my sides like they were the most precious script. And we shot that scene. We didn't shoot the audition. We shot the scene. And the people probably who received the tape in the audition room were like, "What?" But I was so taken aback because he had never outwardly displayed any kind of love or affection while I was a student. But that one act showed that he cared what happened to me in my career, that he wanted me to shine and was willing to take some extra steps to make sure that I did.
Mr. Edgepong, whenever you're ready. Martini time. I called him Uncle Al because he had a resonating voice that demanded the truth. I mean, the truth from everyone. The truth from your soul, the truth from your heart, from your craft. He was the type of man that had integrity. And when you spoke to him, you were almost compelled to tell the truth. There was nothing that could stop him. I admired that man. I admired him so much I applied to only one university, and that's to be taught by him. But this is the thing. I never was taught by him until junior year. Go figure. But it was worth the wait. I miss him. I really do.
St. Albin? St. Albin. Oh, Miss Patton. Martini skinny break.
Oh, good old Uncle Al. So many fond memories of him with the stylish suede loafers with the gold buckle on the top, with the collar up,
Collar had to be
the
up.
sweater fitted, the hair laid, just a smooth cat, just so smooth, and that little devious smile and that raspy baritone voice. Oh, Professor Freeman, we love you.
Yes.
My fondest memory of Professor Freeman would probably have to be my freshman year. Of course, good old A Building got told that I didn't have enough funds to register for next year, and went down, spoke to him in his office, pleaded my case, and he had Miss Janet pull up my grades to see what could be done. So when I was in Professor Edmonds' dialects class, there was a knock on the door, and he excused himself and kind of called me over, and we're in the hallway whispering, so, you know, my business wouldn't be out there. And all he said was, "All right, St. Aubin, keep up the good work. Got it taken care of." And that was the end of that. I'll never forget him for that.
One of my fond memories of Uncle Al was when we were all in, I think it was a Mark Jolin's class we were in. I was sitting in between Chadwick Boseman and Jeremy J. Kyle Van Zay. And so Professor Freeman came in and he talked to Mark Jolin, and as he was leaving out, this is in the dance studio where they had the mirrors, as he was leaving out, he checked himself in the mirror, he gave a little pat to his fro, and we all cracked up because he was just so smooth about it.
You have a fro.
Yeah, he had a little fro.
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
little salt and pepper. Anyway, he patted his hair. He was checking out himself in the mirror. And I appreciate that about Uncle Al. He had a lot of swag, but he's also serious about educating his students on behalf of his students and everyone he mentored. We want to say thank you, Uncle Al, for fostering young creative minds and souls over the years. You'll be dearly missed, and we thank you.
Thank you so much, and you'll forever have a place in all of our hearts, because we were truly your family and you were ours. Thank you for everything. Mwah.
Freeman, you are loved. Love. You are
Right, she's on her way. We have some more things coming as well.
So, Mr. Freeman, I haven't said anything, but, you know, we just wanted you to know how much we appreciate you.
Professor Bay, when I first came here, everybody wanted me to go speak here and speak there, and they asked me to do the commencement address at Ellington years ago, and I was asked to do a presentation for the 125th celebration, the existence of birthday for Howard University, and in doing it, I had to do the research, and there are two books that were pretty much touted as the definitive histories of Howard up to that point, and one quote that I used to say is chair with every graduating class came from the first black president, the but I remember it. And it really means something very much to me because he said, out there, right on the quad, fellow students, he said to all the assembled, he said, we expect some of you under our guidance to surpass us even in the very field of our specialty. We shall see this come to pass with great gladness. You must increase. In you and through you, I will find my own fulfillment. It's all yours, man. And Jesus, all those wonderful expressions of your love for me, you don't know how much I love you. Thank you for being you. You got a lot of ground to cover. Be yourself. Go for it.